They recognize that education is how America and its people might fulfill our promise. That recognition, that truth, that an education can fortify us to rise above any barrier, to meet any test, is reflected again and again throughout our history. In the midst of Civil War, we set aside land grants for schools like Hampton to teach farmers and factory workers the skills of an industrializing nation. At the close of World War II, we made it possible for returning GIs to attend college, building and broadening our great middle class. At the Cold War's dawn, we set up area study centers on our campuses to prepare graduates to understand and address the global threats of a nuclear age. So education is what has always allowed us to meet the challenges of a changing world. In Hampton, that has never been more true than it is today. This class is graduating at a time of great difficulty for America and for the world. You're entering a job market in an era of heightened international competition, with an economy that's still rebounding from the worst crisis since the Great Depression. You're accepting your degrees as America still wages two wars. Wars that many in your generation have been fighting. Meanwhile, you're coming of age in a 24/7 media environment that bombards us with all kinds of content and exposes us to all kinds of arguments, some of which don't always rank that high on the truth meter. With iPods, iPads, Xboxes, PlayStations, none of which I know how to work. Information becomes a distraction, a diversion, a form of entertainment, rather than a tool of empowerment, rather than the means of emancipation. So all of this is not only putting pressure on you, it's putting new pressure on our country and on our democracy. Class of 2010, this is a period of breathtaking change, like few others in our history. We can't stop these changes, but we can channel them. We can shape them, we can adapt to them. And education is what can allow us to do so. It can fortify you, as it did earlier generations, to meet the tests of your own time. First and foremost, your education can fortify you against the uncertainties of the 21st century.
Engineer Karamoko, Bianca C. Lee, Frank L. C. Lee, Philip N. Lewis, Gabriel M. Lewis White, Jamila J. Moore, Craig A. Stafford II, Courtney N. Smith, Amber Simone Ware, Sierra D. Wise,
the students for the best history class for the past 5 years. Meryl Jabari Adams. Jamila.
The photo works.
Girl. Oh, don't y'all look scrumptious. Okay, and this is my disclosure once again. If you do not want to be on Facebook, I advise you do not be in this picture.
As Craig takes his final walk to Strawberry Banks with his godmother. His future is ahead of him from this day forward.
Walking towards his future.
Says his mother.